So it was kind of a letdown. It's only 11 hours away.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take a few days. Are you having fun yet? Joyce, you ready to make the push towards the Waterton side of Glacier National Park in Canada?
Sure.
It's only 11 hours away.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take a few days.
Yeah.
We are in Montana. We crossed over about 50 miles back.
Hi.
So what's the name of this place? Nelson Reservoir.
Something reservoir.
What's the phone?
You got,
I'm recording with it. I think it's Nelson Reservoir. If it's not, I'll fix it later. I'll let you know.
okay.
And give you the
yeah.
GPS coordinates too.
Yeah, it's really beautiful here.
This is a highly manicured campground. There are lots of sites. I don't know how many of the sites are out. There might be 15 or 20. I think probably 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 are taken right now.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I'll give you a little walk around. There's a fire pit, there's a picnic table. It's pack in, pack out, no trash. There are some vault toilets, which we don't need, we don't use. But, I mean, look at this. You know, obviously, it's in drought stage. We've run into this last year, a couple years ago in Nebraska,
Yeah.
where we thought, oh, look at the big beach, but actually the water line is up here by these trees. This is just, it shrunk from drought. But it's beautiful here. The temperature is, I think, 72 degrees. There's a breeze though, so it seems cooler, but this is going to be nice.
Yeah.
Tonight we have a little chicken chop suey. Now, don't get too excited because it's canned chop suey and canned chicken. There's some toasted rolls. Nothing fancy. Little soy sauce in there.
Hi. We're eating Chinese food. It's chow mein with some bread and some of these noodles, chow mein noodles.
Yeah, you can tell we eat this a lot. We don't even know what it's called.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. Oh, Joyce, you're on.
Oh, hi.
Well, we have a change of plans. We were planning on going right up to Glacier and being at that place where we were in 2010. So that did not happen. We were there in 2010. We drove down into there, and it was a, national campground, but it was just gravel areas around this turquoise lake surrounded by these mountains. It was beautiful. It was probably the best national park I've been to, and I've been to most of them. So I get online, start looking about where we're going and where we'll camp. If I can find that exact same spot. I found the lake, but the National Park Service had built a huge campground right on the side of it. And not only was it used, there's a couple hundred sites, but every one of them was taken. I think there was one in July, there was a bunch in August. So it was kind of a letdown. And as a result, I decided not to punish myself with an 11-hour ride for nothing and decided that we would skip it, although we dearly wanted to go back. But I have memories of it the way it was, and I didn't want these new memories. We're going to head south towards Billing, and we're going to keep going south into Wyoming and eventually cut across to Nebraska. So we're going to go in a more southerly route, not south, just much lower than we were.
Yes.
So that when we cut across going back towards the east, we're coming down, under through Ohio and kind of through the lower end or under Illinois, which is best to do that. Now the northern part of it, where Erie and the Lake Erie and stuff is not a good trip. So we're headed back now. We definitely need a place to plug in to charge a battery because it's been a while.
Yes.
We're down to 58%, which means we have 2 or 3 of days left of juice in the battery, but it needs to be charged. So, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Plenty. Oh, I did finish my book. So I'll have to give a book report about that.
That was the one we bought way back. It was the blind date book, a mystery book that you'd buy at the farmer's market.
Yeah. Right there.
We're on.
Okay. Hi. We're driving. On the road again.
Yes, we're came out of Billings and we're headed south into Wyoming, and we needed to have a way to come back from as far west as Montana, and we would have loved to go up and out through Canada, but I don't think we can just deal with the gasoline right now, the prices they are. In Canada, they're often not exactly doubled in price, but at least 75% more, even after considering the exchange rate. So we decided to come down through the south. Now, we could come south and go back through South Dakota, but we've been there, done that. And we have gone through Wyoming, but that was back in 2010, and it's been a while. A little apprehensive because Buffalo, Wyoming is where we had our big burn down when we were parked a week in a campground and it was very hot, waiting for a fuel pump to be arrived and be installed. So, but that's not going to happen again, right, Joyce?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. This is a different vehicle.
Yes, it is.
But it does have more miles on it than the Tahoe had that we had to do that with. So let's talk a little bit about the tow vehicle and the camper too. This is a Ford F-150. It's a 2015. It's got a 5.0 V8 engine in it. This is the first Ford I've ever had. I come off a lifetime of Chevys, and I've never had anything but those. I've had good and bad luck with those vehicles. This particular vehicle, with 138,000 miles on it right now, has been the best vehicle I have ever owned. On my vehicles, I always take good care of them. I do maintenance when they're supposed to be done, and usually way ahead of time. For example, 5,000 mile oil changes. That's pretty common. But instead of doing things like transmission fluid changes, things like that at the 100,000 miles or whatever they recommend, I do it about every 35 to 40,000, hoping to avoid problems down the road. It's a good idea to do that if you're going to keep a vehicle a long time, and we usually try to get our worth out of a vehicle by holding on to it as long as we can. So that's the vehicle. It is stock. There are no additions to it, no lifting, no special springs or anything for towing, because the trailer is aluminum, and it's a 12 by 7 with a little more height.
Welcome to Wyoming.
We're in Wyoming, yay! I'm not sure exactly how much the trailer weighs, but it's loaded and it's fully fitted out. You've seen pictures of it on the inside. It's a single axle, torsion axle, and it just tows really good. I lose a gas mileage, but that's mostly I think because of the drag chute effect of this tall trailer and the flat back. I don't think it has a whole lot to do with the weight. I don't have trailer brakes and have never felt as though I needed them. The brakes on my truck, even though I tow a lot, I get 70 to 90,000 out of them, so it's not like they're wearing out faster because of the towing and not having trailer brakes. Never have a problem stopping. Never really have a problem towing. So I'm very pleased with the setup that we have, and that's our towing situation. If you haven't noticed, on the right is a cliff. On the left is a 3-foot drop-off. There's a place to turn around down there. I just walked up the road a little bit because the actual point to stop indicated it was a couple hundred feet up. But where I'm parked, and right in there is where we're going to be. And of course, always cognizant of the fact that you've got to be in a place where you can turn around. Like right here would be possible, but it wouldn't be fun. And coming in, we followed the edge of a road that dropped off about 6 feet abruptly on one side. Cliff on one side and a drop off on the other. So it's down by the river here. Not too bad, huh? It goes way over there too. Well, good afternoon. Or
Good afternoon.
late afternoon. Late afternoon?
Yes,
So what do you have in your plate, Joyce?
I have some pork, some fried potatoes, and some cucumbers, and some little tomatoes.
All right, yep, that's what we've got.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
go ahead.
it's really looks good.
Would you believe between her and I, this is one potato. When you slice them up, they do that for some reason. We're having pork tonight because as we go through the Midwest, the meat is expensive. And I know it's expensive everywhere right now, but it's like 30 to 100% more.
Yeah.
around here than back in Maine. So, for example, there's a flyer now at a store in my hometown where boneless chicken breasts are $1.99, and they're $2.99 when they're not on sale. And here, my God, they're like $4.99 or so. And beef, forget it. It starts at $8 or $8.99. It goes up. I was
thinking about Hamburg, but
boy, and it's the low grade Hamburg at that price. It may not be that everywhere, but we found that going through the Midwest on the northern part that it is. There's steak on in the store right now at home. Because I still get the flyers on my computer. They come through in my mail, and it's $4.99 a pound, which is a lot, as it was $3.99 a few months ago. But we're on vacation, so we're getting a pretty good price on the pork. Whatever it is, pieces. So
yes,
here we go.
Yeah.